Give it up. Give it up for Ingrid Pyka.
So, how many of you remember walking into your first grade class? Second? Third? Fourth grade class? Fifth grade class? Anybody remember the sixth grade? And then by now you're in a classroom, so you know what it's like. How many remember what it felt like to be in that classroom filled with all the other kids? And there's the teacher in the front, and you wanted so badly to be liked, to make your parents proud, to do just what the teacher wanted you to do. May I share a story with you and let you come into the classroom, this time from the teacher's side, from the front of the room. I was in a third grade class once, and what we were doing, it was a simple assignment for the kids. It was an activity. Tell us 3 things that you think Mish and Tish might do on a normal day. There was little Susie, reading, and then there was little Johnny, and jumping on the trampoline. Then the next one, picking up sticks. I noticed a little boy in the corner. He was sitting there, very quiet. Well, work with me for a little bit, and you know that wallflowers don't work very well in my circumstance. So, of course, I asked him, what were 3 things that you think that Mish and Tish would do? He sat in his chair. These are stupid. These are silly. These are just, no, these aren't any good. I encouraged him a little bit more. Come on. There's nothing harder than walking or playing a game. What are your 3 words? I'll be very honest. I don't remember what the 3 words were. Because as soon as that young boy uttered those words, he literally dove under his desk. Now, how could we have a child that almost needs like he asking for permission to come up with any creative idea? Something that could be so simple of looking and seeing a lamp, a carpet, a scarf, and turning that and creating that into a story. That's what we are all about. Mish and Tish is a series of illustrated children's book that I'm very honored were written and illustrated by my mother, Ingrid Pyka. When she had originally written these stories, they were just for a classroom assignment from a college class she was taking to avoid that empty nest syndrome. But it did not take long for us to realize when we took those books and my children, my 2 children, loved the characters, embodied what these characters were doing, started drawing the characters, and even wrote like these books. When my 2 children brought these stack of books into their classrooms, and their students, their classmates, were skipping recess because they were passing one book to another. Oh, can I see that one, please? When you're done with this one, I'd like to read that too. These kids were actually taking the whole spirit of core values of kindness, of sharing, and they were liking it. So when we saw that treasure, we realized there was more to this. Mish and Tish is about turning the child from the Imagineer to the reader, to the writer, and ultimately into the author. What we have created is an opportunity for any child to be able to write their own stories and to come up with any ideas in a rhythm and a rhyme for a simple template that we can create for them and that we can allow them to help with. And once they've done this, when we've got a story that's reached a certain amount or a certain level and it's working, we are offering that child the opportunity to submit those stories, whether they be to our website, put it on the bulletin board, or we'll look at the whole work and we may be able to publish that book with the child's name on it. That's what this is all about. It's about where a child's story becomes imagination. It's about where a child's imagination becomes the story. Thank you very much.